Gentlemen, how you doing, man? I had surgery January 23rd, unfortunately on my birthday. Yesterday was 5 weeks out. I go back to the doctor on the 8th. Hopefully the doctor releases me to do exercises where I can start training and getting ready for Pro Day. Being where? I'm sorry. I mean, I understand it's a process, and unfortunately it didn't go as planned for me, but at the same time, hopefully I still get a shot to show off my talents, and it is what it is. March 20th. Andrew Sims. I feel like Georgia has prepared me a lot for the NFL, mainly practice, going up against our great offensive line, and Coach Smart being in everybody's face each and every day and just wanting the best from everybody. Up until this week, I've been preparing like almost every day, sitting down on the telephone, having different interviews, meeting with guys, former GMs I've reached out to, and we've had conversations on what questions to expect, how to handle those questions, and yes, my agent reached out to me. He knew guys that he sent all his players to, and that's how it happened.
DeAndre, you mentioned the interviews. I know you've done a couple radio interviews. There was one that was edited a little bit on a question on Jake Fromm. Can you just elaborate on your thoughts on Jake Fromm and Justin Fields now with everybody here to record
Yeah.
everything?
I just feel like both guys were great players, and they both came to practice each day willing to work hard and gave it their all. That's all I was trying to get across. It was my words got kind of misconstrued, but like I said, I just think both guys came to practice each day working hard and was determined for a starting job. So
DeAndre, watching you on film, you did a lot of things you did a lot of things well. What do you think you did? What's your best goal for
I feel like I'm a great run stopper on first and second down. Without first and second, if you don't stop them on first and second down, then there is no third down. So I always felt like I was a great pass rusher as well. So I feel like I'm an every down player.
DeAndre, you were having an MVP type of game against Alabama. I think you went out with 6 minutes left. You were go by a touchdown or two touchdowns. Just your thoughts on, I don't know, you played the what-if game. Was not thrown out in that game?
I thought about it a lot, and I just wish that I could have finished the game and it would have turned out in our favor. Honestly, I haven't received any crazy questions because I'm not a crazy guy. I don't have any bad background or history, so I haven't received one yet. I still have one more night, but I feel like I'll be able to handle it if it was to come up. How I met with the Falcons? I've an informal interview with them. Yes, walking through the just walking through, and he reached out to me. We talked. Yes, to answer your question, I have met with the Redskins, and no, I didn't say it didn't go as planned. I meant like the whole process, like not being able to play in the Rising Senior Bowl, the Sugar Bowl. I like to use speed to power. When I say speed to power, I like my long arm stab and with a chop dip rip. If his shoulder doesn't open up immediately, I like to go to a chop dip rip. I would have to say Andrew Thomas. I was left tackle at the University of Georgia. Opposing team, I can't think of any guys off the top of my head.
Going back to that, can you tell me a little bit about going to practice every day with guys like that?
I feel like going to practice with guys like Andrew Thomas and guys at the University of Georgia, each day everybody brings their all and making sure that they're working hard, and it's a competitive atmosphere. That's how Coach Smart make it, and that's how all the guys in the locker room likes it. I would like to say I have put on some muscle, but I haven't been working out, so I'm not sure. I haven't really gained too much weight either. Yeah, I haven't really gained too much weight either, so maybe I'm just growing up, I guess. When I first showed up to the University of Georgia, I was probably like 210. Each year I gained 10 pounds, and that's That was pretty amazing to me, I guess. I wasn't expecting it.
You played with Dan Lanning. What type of person is he? He's a bit of a mystery to us on the outside.
For real, Coach Lennon is an amazing guy, very energetic, passionate about what he does. And each day in the meet room, he try to bring something different to the guys and face them with a challenge to take out on practice. And he's a great guy. I feel like each day he'll come giving his all each day at practice. I'm sorry. He's a great quarterback.
What gave Jake the edge in your mind? I mean, you obviously practiced against Jake and know Prom really well. Why did the staff pick him ahead of Justin Fields?
I mean, I feel like he took us to a SEC championship, international championship. He was the starting quarterback coming in, and he kind of knew he had the playbook down pat. So, I mean, it wasn't no point in, I don't know. That's pretty much why. I would like to use Auburn from the SEC championship last year. Not really. They can watch them all. I feel like I got great things from every game that I played, and of course I'm not a great player overall, so I have my flaws, and I own up to it and tell them what I learned from them and how would I go further on in the future and not let the same mistakes hold me back. I feel like dropping back into coverage. I have on film where I've shown I could do it and I did it good, but I know I'm not doing it to the best of my ability right now, and that's what I plan to focus on to keep getting better at. I feel like everybody on the defense has to step up, and I think everybody on the defense will step up and emerge to become great players for the university. Like I said, all of them on defense.
Who are some of the outside linebackers, just the guys that you know from your room that you taught and mentored that are going to be competing for those jobs?
Brenton Cox, Robert Bill, Adam Anderson. Adam Anderson he reminds me a lot of myself when I came in, small and a great pass rusher, speed guy. And then I feel like we also have another great outside linebacker coming in from junior college named Jermaine Johnson. So I feel like that room it got a lot more talent coming in, and it's going to push everybody to work hard, and everybody will get better.
Have you seen Johnson? I've heard he's from a physical standpoint.
Yes, sir. I mean, he's huge. Him and Nolan Smith are both huge, but like I said, I feel like everybody in the outside linebacker will have a great chance to play, and hopefully you see all of them out there.
Talk a little bit about Coach Sinclair and the Saints staff and how they prepared you for this moment.
Coach Sinclair, I mean, he just makes sure everybody is accountable and comes in each day working hard, and he's very passionate about what he does. He loves his job, and I mean, as a coach, I would love for him to be my coach. I would love for him to be my strength coach throughout my whole career. He's just an amazing guy. He knows what he's talking about and knows what he's doing. That I didn't expect. There wasn't really too much anything that I really wasn't expecting. Like I said earlier, I'm not a bad guy, so I don't have anything bad for the coaches to kind of beat me down about or come at me for. So I talked to Roquan Smith mainly because he was in town when I was in town doing my rehab, and he just told me, be yourself, be honest, and make sure you understand the playbook because they will get you up on the board and ask you to draw up certain plays, and he helped me out a lot as well. Just the way we practice every day, we go out to practice with determining and trying to compete every day and get better each and every day. No, sir. No, sir. I mean, not right now. I haven't been released to do anything, so I haven't really thought of anything, or I don't know where I'm at right now at a standpoint to really just say goals, make goals for myself. I'm pretty sure later on in the future, in a few days from now I will, but right now I don't.
Was the surgery, did that happen because of the injury in the game, or did you re-injure yourself during the rehab to get ready to see?
No, I think it happened in the SEC. It happened in the SEC championship.
Is that more of a I can do it in a versatility, or can you make a big jump?
Well, me personally, I feel like I can play any position on the field, but to be honest, more so like versatility, not just to become a middle linebacker in the NFL, but I feel like I can line up at it and blitz from that position over a guard and put stress on the guard. So that's why I said.
Ledbetter was talking about how the second half of the season they started turning you guys loose a little bit more with the pressure. How much of a difference was there, and what triggered that for them to finally start letting guys blitz?
I mean, I feel like the whole season we were blitzing. In my opinion, I feel like that would be a better question for Ledbetter to answer.
Is it just different for different spots, maybe, as far as where they're bringing the pressures from?
Possibly.
You know, they were hurt that last game, putting up some pretty good numbers. You look back at that, I know you miss any game. You were putting together a dream game.
I mean, I wish we could get the game back, but at the same time, I feel like everybody in the program learned from it and understands that we have to come out ready to play the whole night.
What has to happen for Georgia to beat Alabama on that stage? I mean, you got close. You guys led or tied most of those games. What's the final push, do you think?
Go back to practicing very hard each and every day and make sure it's going to be a grind every day. And leading up to that point, you just got to go out to practice and practice. Coach Smart, I feel like Coach Smart to make sure everybody goes out to practice and be ready to practice up until that next moment.
What's your best memory of playing?
I have a few of those. My best memory, one, jumping over the shield at Auburn and coming back to the sideline and Coach Smart ripping me for it. And then in the SEC championship against Auburn when we beat them after they beat us the first time. And I did a spin move, and it was supposed to be just a step, but I spent. And Coach Smart said, don't do that ever again. But if it worked, like he basically was congratulating me for doing it, but then told me not to do it ever again. But it was great. Yes. J.R. Smith. I think all the seniors, pretty much all the seniors will have a shot to come here and show off their talents. I feel like I'm an every down player on first, second. I can stop the run. Third down, I feel like I'm a great pass rusher. One of my weaknesses or something that I can work on is my dropping back into coverage and covering tight ends. I have film of me doing it, but I feel like I can get better at it. I'm not sure. I have to look later on tonight. I don't want to put any restrictions on myself or no numbers. As long as I get an opportunity to play in the NFL, it'll be it's great for me. Our conditioning program is also amazing as well, and practice. What kind of play caller is Mel Tucker? I feel like Colorado is getting a great head coach and a guy that's passionate about the game and understands the job, and he wants everybody to be successful in the program. I'm sorry? I feel like it started with me playing at the age of 9 years old in the neighborhood with guys that were way older than me. And I didn't play my first organized football game until the age of 13. So it was, yes. It's crazy. When I first got my offer, I didn't know what it was, and it was on from there. But yes, they did let me realize that I could play in the NFL. They told me that. I'm sorry, can you ask your question again?
Maybe the biggest difference how the Georgia defense looks versus what you guys were able to do in 2018?
I mean, I don't feel like it'll change up too much because they have a nice amount of guys coming back to play on defense and a bunch of young guys that's hungry and determined. So determined, I don't think it'll change too much.
Jordan Davis, can you comment on him? You played a lot with
Jordan Davis is a funny guy. It's like he's a small kid in a big guy's shoes. But I mean, he's an amazing kid, and like I said, he stepped in and played early for us, and he understands what his job is and what he has to do to continue to get better. I think he'll be a great player for the University of Georgia. I played behind a bunch of guys at the University of Georgia, not just those two, because also considering Leonard Floyd and Jordan Jenkins, I feel like I learned a lot from all of those guys. Now, still to this day, we all communicate, and they're great. They're a great group of guys to grow up with, and I was glad that I was able to come up with those guys. I feel like I play more so like Leonard Floyd. I have. Oh, I haven't talked to him about the process. I mean, I just reach out to him every night. Like, I haven't talked to him about the process.
DeAndre, you dressed down for the Sugar Bowl, even though you didn't play. Did you know you weren't going to be able to play, and if so, why did you still put the pads on?
At the moment, I didn't know that I wasn't going to be able to play coming into that week. Later on in what day did we have walkthroughs on? I think it was like when we do our Friday walkthroughs and whatnot. I still wasn't moving full speed, and then at that point, I knew I wasn't.
So you were hopeful that you were just going to be able to move that
Yes.
day. How tough was it to stand there on the sideline during that game?
I mean, it was a hard decision for me to make, but at the same time, I didn't feel 100%, and I didn't want to go out there and hurt myself anymore. And it was tough, but I feel like it was the right decision to make.
I was going to say, when you found out you needed surgery, did you kind of give yourself a little bit of a break for holding out in that game when you realized that the injury was that bad?
I mean, I wouldn't say give myself a pat on the back, but I mean, it was just glad to get the surgery and get it set up so it can get taken care of.
You said anything else with the Steelers at all?
No, sir, not that I'm aware of.
Anything else for DeAndre?
I'm sorry? Yes, I have talked to Green Bay. Informal.
Is there much of a difference between Schumann and Lanning? Their personalities?
Coach Schumann come to practice every day with sweats on, and Coach Lanning doesn't. But they both know the plays. They both are great coaches, and they both understand what Coach Smart wants to be done in that program. So I wish them the best of luck.
Thanks, DeAndre.
Thank you.